All right, I caught it. It's super shiny love sign keychain. A little.
Yeah. No, do that a little harder. Yeah.
Oh, it's middle finger. Oh, I got it. Okay, I was looking at it from all the other different ways. What do I do with this?
Is that not enough for you? Is that not enough mystery tech for you?
Are you not amused?
Do you want to grab the cubes?
Oh, I need to grab the cubes for this segment? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Cube 1 and Cube 2 activate.
Oh, you didn't know?
Oh, yeah.
We'll go over that later. Oh, Jesus.
Cubes.
We couldn't quite find a third cube.
You give me the middle finger because you couldn't find the plutonium cube? Okay, that was.
Can't go get that.
What is this?
Do you remember the secret world of
Is this
Alex
Gallium?
Max?
Is this Gallium?
Okay, well, your thing is. Okay.
I watch Corn Dog Willie. So Gallium is one of, if not the only metal that is a liquid at room temperature, and also not all radioactive spookiness. Am I supposed to make my own middle finger?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to gently heat the gallium. Now, this will liquefy at very low temperatures. So aluminum melts at like 150 degrees or something.
Your car would melt at the track.
Can I try to melt this now? I'm trying to pour it and see if it works. Oh, it's pouring! Oh, that's cool! Look at that. Oh, that looks like a poo.
So just melting like a chapstick?
It actually kind of is.
How are your fingers looking after that?
Like the Tin Man. It's not gonna do it! No, I'm gonna get a heat gun.
I'm not gonna let you use the heat gun.
I'm gonna use the heat gun.
He's gonna melt the plastic on this. We're all
I'm gonna do it gently,
We're all
man.
gonna die.
Look, I can tell.
the bottom
Look,
bending.
the gallium's gonna melt before the plastic does. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Okay, you know, I need maybe a little bit more than that. But look, I'm making progress here, okay?
He's gonna put the whole thing out there.
And then he's gonna melt all of it.
And then melt the rubber.
There we go.
And we're gonna get a scorch mark on the table. Yup.
Okay, fine.
Chug the hot water real quick. Okay.
I poured my milk.
Oh, God damn it.
Great.
I'm just gonna go ahead and order another one of these tables.
I believe myself.
Yeah, but I don't. You know, like those nature documentaries where they
You
see like
find
a
the bug.
monkey that's like learning how to use sticks for the first time.
What's up? Oh, okay. Now I just need the tip of my finger is not quite. I don't have enough for the tip of the finger. You know what? This is a rude, obscene hand gesture, and I'm gonna make sure that it's the fingers are together. There we go. We have made ourselves a gallium hand. Enjoy my beautiful liquid creation, thanks to the one and only Corn Dog Willie. What the? Did a Best Buy just explode on the table? These are all the new Samsung cases?
Yes.
Why? I'm not sure why you would put a case on a folding phone. Because like the whole point is that the inner screen is on the inside, so you don't need a case. But, wow!
Oh
that
my
did hit you in the
God.
knee.
Oh
I apologize.
my God.
The one I am excited for though is the FlipSuit case for the Z Flip 6. I got to see $60? So the way this works is there's just a clear like plastic case, but then there's this little bit. Oh my God, that's so cool. It immediately changes my like icon and wallpaper and the whole thing. Can we dim the lights, please? That's cool, right?
Really nice too, actually.
Yeah, look, this is actually kind of cool.
I think the technology is really cool,
The design's
but
not
the
there
design
for
is the
me.
gaudiest, dumbest thing I've ever seen.
It is actually a pretty thin case, but the thing is, if I were gonna make some suggestions to you, my friends, if you really care about protecting your Flip, the only thing I think is really something that needs to be protected would be like a screen protector on the outside. So you know what, I gotta say, I've actually been really happy with the Z Flip 6. Now I haven't already done an entire video about it if you wanna learn more, but basically, it's a cool idea. In fact, I actually like a lot of like the Samsung stuff this year, you know, like I've actually been wearing the Galaxy Ring, which I will say I have like kind of somewhat mixed feeling. Oh, is that another ring? Did you just wait for me to say Galaxy Ring because you know I was going to talk about the stupid ring and you threw the thing on the table?
Yeah.
There are a whole category of smart rings out there. Probably the most famous is the Aura Ring? Aura Ring? Aura? Aura? Why would you pick this? Like, what's cool about it? Is it like priced well? Is it like, I got some cool features? Oh, it's got a handwritten note. We at Ultrahuman are huge fans of your eclectic, fun, and in-depth content. Okay, well, you call my content eclectic, you got my vote.
In-depth was what got me.
So this is the Ultrahuman Ring Air, which is a very sizable box. So at first glance, you can see it's like that sort of brushed metallic look. This one's black. It does look very similar to the Galaxy Ring. So if I pop it off, you can see they're both, well, actually, no, you know what? The Ultrahuman's much bigger.
That's a 10. This is a 9. Try that
This
one.
is a 10. Okay.
2?
Well, they didn't know what his size was.
Okay, I'm gonna go down to size and pretend we didn't see that one.
So it is supposedly the lightest of the big smart rings.
Okay.
And it does not have a subscription fee compared to the other ring.
Okay, all right.
Good.
Now, there is a little like dimple on it. So basically, I think one of the sensors actually kind of like sticks out a little bit. You also can see like some of the wiring actually inside the ring, which is kind of cool. So it's got just this little dock where you can charge the ring, which is actually pretty cool. I'm a little afraid though, how expensive is the Ultrahuman? Because paying $400 for a Galaxy Ring feels very expensive. Please tell me that the Ultrahuman is less than $400.
Yes, it is. So
Okay.
it comes in a lot of different colors, but they are all $350, which is on par with the Oura or Ring, whatever they want to call it.
So it's still expensive, right? We're still talking about the same price as a lot of smartwatches. So my problem, again, just purely based on the last week and a half I've spent wearing the Galaxy Ring, it's not like enormously accurate. That's one of the big things. For me, I feel like if something's on your wrist, it's probably getting a little bit like sort of better readings versus like every time I move my fingers around, it thinks I'm like taking steps. Let me set this up. Let me spend a little bit of time with the Ultrahuman and I'll report back. So I spent a little bit of time wearing the Ultrahuman and I've actually got to say I'm pleasantly surprised. The Ultrahuman has a couple of key advantages over my time with the Galaxy Ring. It is a little bit cheaper, not by a lot, but a little bit cheaper. Importantly, it also works well on non-Samsung devices. The Galaxy Ring, it works on Android, but it really is designed to be used with a Samsung device. It also feels like the Ultrahuman is a little bit more fully featured at this point. So some of the metrics are better, and you also have a bunch of additional things you can add, like when you should be drinking caffeine and whatnot. Whereas the Galaxy Ring feels very much like a Gen 1 product. I'm not necessarily recommending you to go and buy a smart ring, but the Ultrahuman actually is pretty decent. Can we just get a damn item on the table?
Oh, you're waiting for me.
Inside we have something very well bubble wrapped. Headphones?
What?
It's like this, right?
Wait, what the fuck?
Wait, is this what I'm looking at? Hold on.
Jordy from Star Trek.
I think I saw this at CES, no lie, like 2016, 2015? Oh, gross. It's got bumps all over it. Ew. It feels like it's got some kind of venereal disease.
It is the Avegant Glyph headphones for your eyes.
I guess the idea here is that back in 2016, when VR was getting popular, why not build it into some Beats looking headphones? So it does have an HDMI. It also has the adjustment so you can adjust for your IPD to make sure that it sort of lines up fairly correctly. So I've now connected my micro USB cable and my micro HDMI to this particular device. It's certainly old because you can see that the crusty leather has been sort of cracking on the edges, which doesn't feel real great.
Yeah, I see what you mean now.
Ah.
This is like what chicken pox feels like in
Yeah!
books.
As you might imagine, this is not a product that is very conducive to me showing you what I'm seeing. So I'm gonna do my best to be as eloquent as possible to give you a real illustration. Oh, that's right. What the hell? So hang on, so I can tell you that I actually have what looks to be a pretty sharp display in front of me. I mean, all I'm seeing is so it looks like it's like, I don't know, like yay big. It's not huge. So there's a bunch of black around and I can see sort of top and bottom. So it's like, it's a very early version, but considering how old this is, let me see if I can find my original video on this. Here it is. CES 2016. So the version that I did at CES was not quite the same thing, but it's very similar. This is a surprisingly usable experience considering this is from 2016.
Yes.
How much did you pay? Because obviously this is not new in box.
It retailed when it was new for $700.
Yep,
That is
that sounds about right.
That's not cheap. We got it for a steal at just $100.
This is not really worth it.
If you want to dip your toes into the Vision Pro lifestyle.
It's not though, because the thing is, there's no smarts to it. Imagine you have like a pole on your head and like a monitor that's like in front of your face. The headphones aren't great. I'll tell you that in the left ear specifically, it's always got a little bit of a whine. It almost sounds like some coil wire. It's just like,
Well, that could just be because it's older and used and
I agree.
stuff. And besides, one of the best things about this, it's not locked down. You can use it with any HDMI. You could plug it into a PlayStation and just play.
Do I look goofy right now?
Yes.
Probably.
This really just looks like you're wearing headphones wrong.
Yeah.
But considering how old this thing is, it actually is a neat piece of tech. You look ridiculous.
You looked ridiculous.
Don't you want to go to matchseniors.com? Look, you
gotta
can
find-
see it. No one else needs to see what you're looking at, Matt. We're not going to judge you.
You can find people his own age.
Let's see what we got here, shall
So
we?
this is a recommendation
A recommendation. Okay, go
from
ahead.
my WoW guild. My World of
of
Warcraft
Warcraft.
guild watches the channel,
Shout out Matt's Guild.
and they said, you should review this on the channel.
I've never been turned off so fast. What can it be? Oh.
We did a couple of these very strange hand controllers.
Wait, is that the one made out of fingernails?
No,
Yo.
this is a
The
different
old one is, which I use that to this day.
What?
All right, let's see what I've got to deal with here. Man, I don't like these.
Whoa, that's kind of sick, actually. Wait.
So it's a right-handed mouse,
Yeah.
but then it has a thumb joystick.
Who can reach
Well.
those?
Well, I got the extra small for you. This
Here,
was
see?
recommended for ages 5.
You've got yourself a little thumbstick on the top, a button, and then on the inside you have a whole mess of buttons, as well as a little scroll wheel. Is that a sensor in the bottom? Can you
It's a mouse.
It's a mouse.
think about the brain breaking it's gonna take for me to relearn something new? I learned how to use a mouse in 2000. Okay, please calm down. Nah, that's too much. The thing is, with these kind of very custom devices, there's obviously software involved, but there's also a lot of like configuring, because not only just getting all your keybinds set up, but also learning them, figuring out what's best. Alrighty, Matt, you've had 37 seconds to set this up to your liking.
And I only needed 35 of that. I will say that where my thumb is, it does have a little bit of a, it feels like it wants to drift just naturally to the left here. So if
What are you doing with your other hand, Matt?
Well,
Thanks.
I'm rizzing up the Discord kittens.
Ew.
Boy, don't like that.
So like, but like I'm just attacking
No
here.
part of this is rizzing. No,
Okay,
no,
I
no.
will say that I did, the camera moved a little bit here, like keyboard turning. No,
Oh,
no.
slow.
So you go like that.
How much is this Azeron Cryo gaming controller?
So, based on the current euro exchange rate, it says it's $209.
Yeah,
Actually, I was expecting it to be like 300 bucks. I appreciate that this is for a very specific kind of gamer, and if that's you, you should enjoy your best life. I'm not here to judge you or your life decisions, but what I will say is that I
did get the grip tape. It feels nice. Do you want to see my other characters?
no, I don't.
I have Isovox. I have Telefunken. All right, I'm just gonna run near this wasp, and it's gonna die.
You're gonna make me really want to do
Look,
it.
look.
Hey, Matt, tell us about the plot of Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Please,
Okay.
please
so
cut,
Deep Space
please cut.
Nine-
Okay, all right,
Jesus
all right,
Christ.
all right.
It's like whatever. You know, you meet Q and whatnot, but
Let me cut this
it's
off.
like I don't know. You just saw attempted murder.
So why are we shooting Mystery Tech downstairs?
Because we got you a present. We know how much you love Tesla.
Oh boy, I love. Jesus Christ. So there is I'm assuming Cybertruck for children that comes on a pallet?
Or for Austin-sized people.
Okay, that's rude. This is packaged better than most Teslas. Revealing our brand new Cybertruck.
Yo, actually, that's actually
What
kind
the
of sick.
heck? Oh.
I like that.
Aw, you knocked a little plant over.
I will say, I like how far the wheel turns.
Yeah, it has the actual, turning radius of a Cybertruck.
This is actually a good amount of space. I will say though, this is definitely plastic, not stainless steel, so little Timmy won't slice his finger. How does this do anything?
We should probably read the instructions. The battery probably comes disconnected.
Is this actually from Tesla themselves?
Tesla, yes.
Wow.
So here's the battery.
No shot. This is a battery? It's a battery charger.
Oh.
The hood just
Oh,
pops out.
wow.
Oh, that's
then-
actually kind of adorable.
So there's a power switch
Oh,
there.
look at that. So you literally just roll it forward and pull it. Oh, look at that.
So it can either do a top speed of 5 miles an hour or 10 miles an hour.
Oh, we know which speed I'm going. Oh! Look, it's got LEDs, so when you turn it on, it's actually got like the lights on it. That's actually pretty bright too.
Do you want to take it outside?
Well, I would like to take it anywhere if it would go. It's on forward. I'm driving here. Woo! Ow, ow. This is actually pretty good. Can I climb up this? No. It's almost like I am a large child having a wonderful time. Ow.
Hey, remember your camera person doesn't go 5
I can hear
miles
you,
an
bye.
hour.
I have successfully outrun the entire crew, so it's just me and you, friends, riding on the Cybertruck, enjoying our deep and inexplicable love for Elon Musk and everything he does. He's never done anything wrong a day in his life. I'm putting it in full beans mode. So that was 5 miles an hour. Let's see what 10 will do. We're going fast now, boys! Woohoo! That's some speed!
You almost needed to apply for workers' comp.
That's some speed!
Oh,
I feel like
gosh.
I won't regret going over this giant bump. Oh, ow! I regret going over the giant bump. Ow! Can I ask a very pertinent question to my Cybertrucking? How much did the Cybertruck cost?
It was a steal
You stole it?
because
Okay.
because we got this
Yeah.
from the actual Tesla website.
It's good.
We paid a mere $2,000 for it.
2,000 United States freedom units?
Yeah. The good news is, up until you decided to, hit some curbs and do some jumps, we could have resold this for about 4,000. But
My disappointment is immeasurable. I don't know what to say.
we're gonna see him driving
It's
to
just
work
such
in
a-
that tomorrow just to try and get some money out of it.
So here's the thing about the Cybertruck. It is a really questionable decision to spend this much money on a toy. Who would spend this much money on a toy? It's almost like spending $50 billion on Twitter.com only to burn it to the ground. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Mystery Tech. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, ring-a-ling that ding-a-ling button. Otherwise, you'll never know when you miss the next episode of we bought a lot of very expensive Tesla gear for no reason because it's funny and makes a good thumbnail.